שמע ישראל, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Bezat Hashem. The evening already, Thursday night, the fourth day of the month of Teveth, which is happened. We're going into Friday, the sixth day of the week of Parshat Shabbat Vayigash. The mitzvah that Shayach today is Bezat Hashem mitzvah number 159, mitzvah Tumat Shmona Sharatzim. So we have creepy crawlers like weasels, mice, and all those creepy creatures that the Torah prohibits us from consuming. As it says in the Torah, "V'zeh lachem atameh b'sheretz hashoretz al haaretz hachulda ve'ahvar ve'hatzav," the frogs, all those things that do not have the allowance. The Torah actually prohibits us from consuming. Again, as also it will be related, we know that to be sur achila of kazait, which is about roughly 28 grams of, even if it's grinded, that would be asur, let's say, right? If the only the heter is that if you have if it's mitbatel b'shishim. The question is, the shaila is if it's a bria. Let's say you have a frog. You know those frogs that are a little less than smaller than the nail of your finger of your hand. So in that case, that frog would also be asur shalem, just like a nemilah, just like a little ant that we, if it's b'shlemut, will be asur, and the same concept will apply in reference to over here, the isur of achila, any prohibition of consuming this creatures. That's what I'm saying. So maybe you might think that maybe you're thinking only those creatures that don't have blood that the Torah asur shalem. Over here, the frog has a blood. If it has flesh, you might say, oh no, it's only kazait, and you have a small frog which weighs less than a kazait. Maybe it's you need also tush does not have blood. The mosquitoes have no blood. Mosquitoes don't have blood. When you kill them, the only blood that they have is your blood. They themselves don't have blood. Like ants also don't have blood. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Mitzvah number 160, mitzvat inyan tumat ochalim. So again, we have to understand the concept of this is it's talking about impure food that became spiritually impure. Okay, when a person, let's say, wearing the kah that we have today, mitzvah darabanan, which is chas v'shalom, if anybody mizalzel, it's the chayav mitah, a person must wash his hands before he eats any fruit. Most of the fruits today went through rain, right? Halakha is that if regular fruits, once they were gathered, what? If you me'abesh, it's not a problem. The shaila is the juice of itself is not a problem. But if your hands are wet, is the problem. Okay, if it's yavesh, if it's dry, and your hands are wet, and you touch the fruit, then the water that's on your hands, if you didn't wash the tefillah 6 times properly, what happens is the water goes on the fruit, and the fruit becomes tuma, and that's why we have a requirement to wash our hands before we eat any fruits, especially if they were washed. Because of that question, and that's the mitzvah number 160, as it says over here, Mikol ha'ochel asher yoachel asher yavo alav mayim. So the concept of water is what makes everything that the transfer of tuma, as the Chazal have explained to us. Baruch Adonai L'olam Amen v'Amen. Is it minyan? Amen. Minyan. Bruchim. Looking for money also. minyan להדליק נרות. יש הרבה סגולות, אני לא איש סגולות.
הוא אמר, תשמע, אני אביא לך אדווייס.
לא למדתי סגולות.
אם אתה הולך לאמריקה, הוא אומר, אל תהיה רב.
מה יש היום? No, what's a special occasion?